Hello, I'm Ryan McEachern, and welcome to The Dig. On this episode, I'm speaking with Shahram Tafazoli from Motion Metrics about their technology that can save lives and companies millions of dollars in downtime. But first, we have our own Stephanie Alvarez to share some important information with us. Hi, Steph.
Hi, Ryan. Our Compendium 2021 is a very special edition as it marks the 40th anniversary of MSTA Canada. Our compendium is for all new and existing members, and for more information, you can contact Linda Collins at collins@mstacanada.ca. For all of those who are not yet members of MSTA Canada and would like to be part of the Compendium 2021, as well as taking advantage of all of our membership benefits, you can contact membership@mstacanada.ca. Back to you, Ryan.
Thanks, Stephanie. We'll catch up with you later in the show. Motion metrics have saved clients millions of dollars in downtime and prevented possible fatalities in their pit tooth detection and fragmentation analysis technology. Now they are looking to take a greater challenge to reduce energy needs in the mining operations. Let's dig in now with Shahram from Motion Metrics. Hi, Shahram. It's really good to have you on the show.
Hi, Ryan. It's great to be on the MSTA Dig show. I've been watching this show quite a bit, so I'm excited to be on the show.
Excellent, excellent. Before we get into talking about where you're taking your company and the new projects that you're developing products, what can you tell us a little bit of what Motion Metrics is known for right now?
Of course. So Motion Metrics is a technology company based in Vancouver, Canada. We started more than 16 years ago as a one-man consulting company, which was myself as the founder. Today, we are just short of 100 people, and we have 3 offices in Vancouver and about 5 offices in key mining locations around the world. What we do at Motion Metrics is that we use latest in technology, specifically machine vision and artificial intelligence, to address some of the toughest challenges in the particularly open pit mining sector. We have 2 main product lines today. One is the shovel metrics product line for large mining shovels and loader metrics for large loaders. And the main module of that product is the missing tooth detection. Essentially, it's a camera-based system with AI that is looking at the scene and analyzing if all the teeth are intact or any of them is missing. Because if a big tooth, which is about a couple hundred pounds, if it goes missing, is broken, and it ends up in the truck and in the crusher, or even if it passes the crusher and lands on the conveyor belt, is a major safety concern. People have lost their lives trying to fix that problem. It's a major downtime problem. So we have a system. We are the leader in that market around the world with our missing tooth detection system. And the other one is the same similar camera system to analyze rock sizes in different stages of mining, on the face, in the shovel bucket, on the truck that is carrying them, or on the conveyor belt. And that's primarily to improve the blasting process and the side of the mine to mill optimization on the energy impact efficiency of the mining.
Right. And so you've kind of focused your company on, if I will, safety and productivity, but now you're evolving and you're doing a bit of a rebrand and a refocus, if you will, into some new product development. Is that right?
That's accurate, Ryan. You're right. So for many years, our main focus has been safety and efficiency of mining. Less than a year ago, we started an initiative to also bring sustainability into our offerings in terms of being one of the 3 key aspects of our products. And that involves how can we use the key technologies that we use, and that's AI and machine vision, in order to reduce the negative impact of mining on the environment, primarily from the energy point of view. So that's the sustainability aspect. We have a new updated our logo, our website, and we have a big news that we are going to be announcing. It's internal for now, but I'm hoping in the next few weeks, hopefully, we should be able to announce that.
Okay, well, we'll definitely keep abreast of that kind of development. So you talked about sustainability and the energy part. We know, from a global perspective, there's a trend in mining overall with a focus to, reduce water intensity, reduce energy intensity, and reduce the footprint. All three of them are interrelated. And it sounds like you've really picked the trying to reduce the energy piece, and it makes sense, especially if you're talking about comminution. I know we've heard the stat that 4% of the world's energy consumption is really designed, made for making rocks smaller. Is that kind of the real, a driver for you?
Yes, Ryan. Indeed, mining operations are known to be energy intensive, and this is happening around the world. Of course, depends on what kind of fuel you are using, or what are you using to to power your operations. But regardless, is energy intensive. As you quoted, 4% of the world electrical energy is on for mining. Now, the process of reducing the rock sizes, which is called the comminution, it by itself is considered the biggest energy consumption in a mine, and is roughly, we are talking about 50% of the energy that the mine is using. Blasting is less less expensive, but as you go through crushing and grinding and so forth, that takes a lot of energy. So any small percentage of even reduction of that, traditionally or historically using PSD, particle size distribution, or rock fragmentation that Motion Metrics has been offering and is expanding on that, or new initiative that we are looking in for the next few years, and that involves adding ore sensing to our offering. So if you combine PSD, particle size distribution, with OS, ore sensing, using various technologies, hyperspectral imaging, multispectral imaging, or there's also recently magnetic resonance imaging and other. You can use that to see if the rock that you are sending to comminution, is it worth it to do that, or is it better if it doesn't go to the milling circuit? And we are looking with our initiative to make an improvement of better than 15% reduction of that energy. With that converts to millions of dollars, reduce GHG emissions, and also side effects are reduction of the water consumption and so forth. So, decarbonization of the mining. I mean, in mining, let's face it, we are being criticized that we should be doing more when it comes to climate change. And Motion Metrics is trying to play its role in that activity. So that's the sustainability aspect.
Okay, perfect. So you're really talking about focusing on, after the blast and the rock that's getting to the mill. So that part of the process is a real focus for what you're looking at. Can you talk about a little bit of how's the machine vision and how the AI is kind of working to solve that issue?
Very good. Yes, you're right. At this stage, we are looking at post-blast optimization. Our next stage is going to be pre-blast. That's a couple of years from now. So we actually have a long-term plan on that. So let's talk about post-blast. So that is essentially from the time that you have finished the blasting. We have Portametrics as a handheld device to give you particle sizes using 3D imaging and AI. We segment the rocks in the image and give accurate estimates. And then inside the shovel bucket, as the shovel is digging, that's we offer that. Again, currently we use regular 2D imaging. We are looking into 3D imaging as of next year. And then it goes on the truck, it goes all the way to the crusher, and then you have conveyor belts, and then secondary crusher and all that. So essentially, if you can get the particle size distribution image or snapshot in a live manner in all these different stages, then somebody with mining expertise, or let's call it in the language of AI, judgment expertise, can look at, say, oh, I see how things are, and this is what I would do to improve that. And we want to learn from that and implement those closed loop strategy to improve that mine to mill optimization. So there are two angles we are looking at with the project we have in mind in sustainability aspect. This one is PSD, and the other one is the ore sensing. So PSD, we have done it historically. We are not there yet 100%, so there's improvements we are making from the technology side. And ore sensing is very new, so it's a higher risk activity we are taking. When it comes to enabling technologies, so we use AI either at the location, on the embedded system. For example, on the shovel, we have a powerful computer which has GPU capability, parallel computing for deep learning, supervised learning algorithms. Then we have loader metrics, or even importer metrics. We have some processing on the device. And we send the data to the cloud. And on the cloud, we do have AI as well for not only analyzing the data, but also visualizing, for report generation. So we got the embedded side. We got the cloud. What is also becoming popular is a let's say, AI processor at the site, which we like to use the fog processing term for that. And that would be somewhere in between. So essentially, depending on what module you are talking about, how mission critical it is, you can decide. Can I live without having this module if my internet connectivity at the shovel, for example, in a pit goes down? So for missing tools, you cannot. So missing tools has to be very embedded in. But the stuff, for example, rock fragmentation sensing or monitoring the wear rate of the teeth and things like that, those can be done on the cloud. Or let's say you have 5 conveyor belts and the mine is keen not to send the data outside of the mine. So we can actually simulate what we would do on the cloud on a powerful local computer, which is connected, for example, to the shovels and the belts and equipment. So that plays the fog processor, that AI processor at the site does the job. So that's the AI side. Just very quickly on the machine vision, so far we have played with 2D imaging, primarily high-res analog cameras, 3D imaging in a couple of our products, which we call them IoT products like portometrics, belt metrics, truck metrics. These are all 3D imaging. And now we have done thermal imaging on the loaders. And now we want to add, we want to go fully digital as of next year. So no more analog, everything primarily gigabit Ethernet digital cameras. And also we want to get our hands dirty a little bit with hyperspectral imaging and other types of imaging. All of these imaging approaches, they are called machine vision as a group, even though as a human, we just see the visible range, which is that range of wavelengths that as humans we see, but there's big spectrum there and different technologies. And you know the challenges of mining. Mines are remote. There is a lot of elements. There's rain, there's the snow, there's extreme temperature. In our case, on shovels and loaders, there's so much shock and vibration is just unheard of. We actually beat space application is the toughness. So a mining shovel that is vibrating all the time and less than a minute hitting the ground, it can be more detrimental on a computing or imaging system than a rocket which takes off. It's a lot of G, but once it's in the space, it's not that bad. So we like to think, and we have actually shown that the toughness of the mining industry, we have tackled that for close to 16 years, and now we want to bring sustainability while leveraging AI and machine vision.
So how is the industry taking this? Like, are they keeping up with you?
I'm quite impressed with the industry. The minds get excited when we talk to them about our vision, which is, we want to be enablers of a new generation of mining that addresses safety, efficiency, and sustainability. And we told them, how do we do that? Our mission is we use AI and computer vision, and we have shown that over the years, and we want to kind of now take it to the next level. And the mining industry, amazingly, has been very receptive, and especially newer mines opening. millennials coming to the mines and working there. They are used to using their smartphones and all that technology and all that. So they want to see more of the technology happening. And one trend I would like, I talk so much about technology because my background is engineer, right?
Yeah.
But also on the business side, I want to talk a little bit about the SaaS model. So rather than just sell a product to the mine and then say bye, that's not the case anymore because the intelligence is not embedded. The intelligence is a combination of embedded, fog, and cloud, as I talked earlier. So you need to have that data regularly being exchanged. So there's a bandwidth and exchange of data. You also need to do that AI-based processing. And so there's a good case to, when you sell a system, to charge the mine at reasonable price with the markup on the hardware that you are providing and the basic embedded software, and then a recurring cost for the mine in order to enable this distributed AI, report generation, visualization, and API with other products. But the positive is that we stay close to the mine. We make sure our products are creating value. And by having most of our stuff on the cloud in the form of industrial Internet of Things, IIoT, or recently people are using AIoT, artificial intelligence of things.
Okay.
So it's close to what I talked so far. So by doing that, now we tell the mine, there's a SaaS model here. And you know what? When the year comes up, if you're not happy with the products, you can stop paying and you don't have to worry about anything. So we are participating in the risk with the mine. So these are newer model, which nowadays you use it with many offers, and we are bringing into mining. And honestly, quite impressed. Big mines, medium, small mines. Overall, they have been receptive of this.
Yeah, well, and I think the mining companies that embrace this this approach and philosophy and trust will definitely perform a lot better than their competitors. So, are there any other little pearls of wisdom or anything else you'd like to share with us, Shahram?
Pearls of wisdom. I mean, I'm the last guy to do that, but I'll take a shot. I'll just say I like to do things rather than just claim or use the buzzwords. So I want to mention that since we started this interview, probably gigabytes of data from shovels, loaders, portometrics units built and have been uploaded to our cloud, and we have processed that. And who knows, I can go check, maybe a missing tools happened in the last half an hour when we started this show, and our system detected that prevented a big safety concern and cost to mine. So excited to feel that we have enabled that. We are the leader in that particular market, and we have enabled that, and we play a small part in making mines safer and more efficient.
Excellent. Well, Shahram, it's been a real pleasure having you on the dig.
Thank you very much, Ryan. We very much enjoy being part of MSTA, and great to be on your show.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us on the dig. But before we leave, let's bring back Stephanie to tell us more. Hi, Steph.
Hi, Ryan. I would like to invite everybody to save the date for the annual forum. It will be hosted virtually this year, starting on the week of November 2nd. I will be sharing more details about the program in the next weeks, but it would definitely be a great event.
Thanks, Stephanie. So until next time, I'm Ryan McEachern. Take care and stay safe.